Hello, in this demonstration I will be showing you a method of laminating paper with rabbit skin glue. I'll just show you some examples that I did about 10 years ago, and they've been in my studio ever since. These were made as a large piece, and then sections were put together to make a large monocoque construction. This one is covered in plaster, and this one as it was. It's lasted very well, and it's very strong, and it's only about 3 to 4 laminations of paper. Right, how to make the glue. You need a small bucket, and in this one I've got 10 parts of cold water. So you need 1 part of rabbit skin glue, so that's 1 scoop. Put that to one side. Now I always do it the night before, and that way the glue granules get completely absorbed by the water, and you end up with this nice jelly mix. So I've got a nice ceramic cup here, and I've got a electric hot plate. It acts like a bain-marie, so it's only warm water, not hot water, so I can put my hand in it. So I'm going to put the jelly mix, the rabbit skin glue, into the cup. Out of the way. And then straight into the warm water. If you use hot water and put hot water directly onto the glue, or direct heat, or in some cases microwaving it, it completely kills the strength of the glue. So only use warm water. It only just needs warming up. So I'm going to do a demonstration, and I'm going to use these bits of paper, which I've got some from some wallpaper I've had left over from another job. Now the previous parts were made from a similar sort of paper, and which I had in my studio at the time. And the reason why I'm going for this sort of paper rather than newspaper is that there has some kind of integrity to it. This has no integrity to it, and does start to rot very quickly. So I've got this bowl, I'll put that to one side, and I'm going to use the bowl as a mould. Need a screwdriver. I'm just going to use plenty of wax and put it into the mould. Now I'm using a bowl just for the demonstration, but it's quite good as a resisting, flexible mould. So once I've covered the whole surface in wax, and this is a special wax called Mirror Glaze, it's a releasing agent wax. I would clean your hands straight after you've used it, because it smells very nice, but it's not very good for you. So once you've got the wax in, it is then time to polish it out. So give it a good vigorous polishing out. What the bowl has is it's got lots and lots of scratches and dinks where I've used this bowl over and over again. So the wax is actually filling up all the nooks and crannies. So I'm going to use a plastic tray, and I'm just going to simply show you how to rip up the paper. Now I've ripped the paper up because you get a very nice feathery edge, nice soft edge that you can then use. And it's quite simple. It's quite simple to tear up into strips or squares if you want to, depending on the mould. By not cutting it, you haven't got a sharp edge. You've got a nice soft edge. Put some of those to one side. Now the best thing about rabbit skin glue, there's no solvents, so you can just use ordinary water, warm water, to clean your brushes. And because I'm using ceramic cups, the ceramic cups are easy to wash as well. So this is one of the advantages to using rabbit skin glue, because you might say, why are we using rabbit skin glue and not PVA? Well, because this is a natural product and I think it's sustainable. Right, so as you can see, it is now a nice liquid. There's one I did before. Now I'm using a plastic tray to put that there. A plastic tray because after a time, and you do quite a few of these, once you put it down, the paper straight into the tray, it actually coats both sides at the same time. So it really is a good way of covering all the paper in one go. So I've just put that in, and I'm just simply going to cross the paper and then just work round the whole shape. I've used a black bowl so you can easily see it, so I'm just going to tear it up. Now, so I'll put that in the water just to clean it. As you can see, you can slowly work round. Now, I did this one just as a test a little while ago. It's only about 2 layers, and it's very good. It's very strong, and that way you can then put any components together if you're using several moulds, and then make a monocoque construction. So, or just simply use it as a bowl. Let's put that out the way. So I'm going to now show you another alternative. Now this is a rigid construction and it's a landscape. I'll show you later on why I've used this kind of mould. It's quite intricate, so it does take quite a while to get round these difficult shapes. This is just cardboard and I've covered it with an aluminium tape and then mirror glazed it on top. So let's have a go at, just shuffle a few things about. Put that there so you can see it. So it's the same thing. I'm just going to tear up small bits of paper, use some rabbit skin glue, and just go across the surface. Right, that's good. Do one more just to show you again. Your hands get a bit sticky after a while. It is time consuming, but the results are very good. Okay, so I'll put that to one side. So just as an experiment, I thought I'd try another type of rigid mould, and I thought I'd try and make a moulding. Now in the Georgian period, when they couldn't get hold of plaster to make plaster mouldings, my research is beginning to think they use rigid wooden moulds. So I've just shellacked it and then put a mirror glaze over the top so it's very shiny, it resists really well, and I just did the same thing, except I added 2 pieces of wood for the ends and just some support braces as well. The front surface, as you can see, it's laminated plaster. I've just given that a coat of gesso, and it's not bad. It's not too bad. I did another one just to see if I can make it better, and each time I do it I'm starting to improve the technique. So that's just had a coat of gesso on it, just to prime it. So when it's finished, how would that look? Well, if we can assume that that's a corner, that's the ceiling and that's the corner of the wall, it would then fit there, up in the ceiling or round a door. Okay, so this is just about finishes the winds up the sort of demonstration, and I just thought I'd show you what the mould came out as. So that was the mould we saw at the beginning. It's a landscape, you might paint it, but the reason why I did this is to put architectural models in, so I can play about with different shapes. It's lightweight, it's simple, and it's a very effective material. Well, I hope there's something here for you. Thank you for watching. Until next time.